Do it for the gram. Well, hello again, Internet. Corinne here, and you're watching Corinne versus the Springtime. Yes, it's that time of year again where we spring forward out of the darkness and into the light. It was a long, cold winter, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm wearing a yellow turban headband, which can only mean one thing. Springtime PIN-SPLOSION. Springtime PIN-SPLOSION. It could also probably mean that I've joined the Golden Girls. So let's get started, shall we? For our first segment today, we'll be exploring early bloomers. No, not that type of early bloomer, silly. This type of early bloomer. In my garden, I've got 4 Cynthias. They make an excellent early spring flower arrangement. Flowers in the house are a proven mood lifter. Not to mention, they are non-toxic to cats and dogs, unlike lilies, which we see a lot of this time of year. PSA, lilies, very bad for cats. But 4 Cynthias are for everybody, not just 4 Cynthias. I saw these simple floral arrangements on Pinterest and was like, I can definitely do that. So I cut a bunch of branches and put them in a vase with some other flowers called flowering quince. And bam, I got myself some beautiful floral decor. My mood already feels elevated. And this pin shows a bunch of 4 Cynthia in an old bucket. So I did that too. Totally nailed it. Although I don't have a bicycle to get this Instagram worthy shot, but I can totally set them on the table and enjoy the shit out of them. We've also got a lot of daffodils, but I consider them to be pretty useless, to be honest. That's just my opinion though. I like to call them for Corinnes because they're a basic ass flower. This tiny early bloomer is called peppercress. Considered a weed by most, but it's actually edible. And I have a ton of it growing in my garden. So we're gonna harvest a bunch of it, and that'll segue us into our next segment, spring rolls. Yes, that's right. Today, I'll be attempting to make these beautiful rainbow spring rolls. Not only have they appeared in my internet feeds for years, but they also have spring in the title. Obviously, we have to try them. Springtime PIN-SPLOSION! All right, so full disclosure, I already made some sushi rice ahead of time. I simply followed the instructions on the package for the preparation of the rice, and then I followed this recipe from Alton Brown for the vinegar, sugar, salt ratio. There was some discord in the comment section about the amount of salt used, but I found it tastes delicious, so thanks Alton Brown. I won't be altering this recipe at all. The reason I made it ahead of time is because the rice needs to cool all the way down before you can make spring rolls out of it. Now all we have to do is prep our veggies. I got a lot of things going on here. We got red pepper for the red, carrots for the orange. We also got some cucumber, some golden beets. Do you use golden showers to grow these? Red cabbage for the purple, a watermelon radish because it's pretty cool. Yeah, you can radish it out, but you can't take it. I got basil, I got mint. We have kale sprouts. Sprout it out. And of course, we're also gonna use the peppercress we harvested from the garden. Tastes good. Very cressy, very peppery. I give it a thumbs up. I'm a little nervous because I'm gonna use one of these things for the first time. It's supposed to make the chopping of the vegetables much easier, but it can also chop my knuckles right off. But then I guess we could make a knuckle sandwich. I'm such a knucklehead. Some of these have to be peeled first. Not an appealing task. And now we move on to the mandolin, an innovation in vegetable cutting. I obviously don't know how to use it very well. I mean, my first pass with this cucumber did turn out pretty good, so I consider myself an expert now, obviously. I'm realizing that I should have probably cut the cucumber a little shorter so I could have used the safety guard in the correct way, and that's why I was having some trouble. So here I am, just willy-nilly cutting this cucumber. I don't need a lot of cucumber slices, so I'm feeling pretty confident that I won't cut my knuckles off right now. These other vegetables are pretty hard, so I went back to using the safety guard, but it's a huge pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. And it makes the vegetables a little thicker than I wanted, because I'm pressing down a little too hard. But I mean, look at these watermelon radishes. Aren't they the coolest thing you ever seen? I think so. They're out of this world. Maybe the name should be changed to Galaxy Radish. Who do I have to talk to about that? All right, moving on to the smaller regular radish. And again, with no regards to safety whatsoever, I just need a couple slices of this. Yeah, this seems to be working. Yep, and I cut myself like a fucking idiot. See, this is what happens when you get a little too confident and you think you don't need to use the safety guard anymore. I'm actually really lucky. I could have just cut the tip of my finger off. How embarrassing. I guess that's how you have to learn, right? scared. Yeah, so it's taken me about an hour and a half to cut all the vegetables. I thought we were gonna eat these spring rolls for lunch, but apparently they're gonna be dinner instead. I guarantee you, this bitch isn't making those spring rolls every day. She did it for the gram. Now I have a goddamn mess to clean up too. I think we're finally ready to roll. First thing we have to do is soak our rice paper wrapper for 10 to 15 seconds. I think I may have soaked this one a little too long. I'm having some trouble laying it out flat, but that's okay, it's our first try. Don't be too hard on ourselves. Okay, now I'm just putting some filling in there. I'm choosing to marry the carrots and the cabbage because I think purple and orange looks cool together. And then you gotta kind of make a rice log, put that on top, and then roll everything up. All right, so I mean, not terrible for our first try. Or so I thought. It's ripping. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to redo this one. Let's move on to our next roll. Yeah, okay, Reds. Here we go, looking good. And by the way, you have to do this really loose or you're gonna rip your wrapper. Nobody wants that. Okay, next up we're gonna do our golden beet with some of our pepper cress. Just gonna pepper it in a little bit. Then I'm just placing the beets right down on top. Really have to do this super loose. Oh, that's pretty. Including the rice making, I've probably spent about 4 hours doing this so far. I think they look beautiful. If I was more prepared, I would have put little sesame seeds here and it would have really looked like watermelon. I doubt they're gonna taste very good, but that's what dipping sauce is for. And guess what? I don't have time to make my own dipping sauce anymore, so we're gonna use the store-bought shit. Guess what time it is? It's spring roll taste test time. Springtime PIN-SPLOSION! Are you ready to eat some spring rolls?
Yeah, I've been ready to eat spring roll since 3 o'clock today. I've been starving myself. 8:45 at night. So this is just a bunch of vegetables wrapped up in a condom? What is this?
It is a rice paper wrapper.
I thought these were supposed to like taste good.
Well, I think they're just supposed to look good. My recommendation is to dip them in a lot of sauce because that's where all the flavor lies. This looks very appetizing, doesn't it? Pinterest.
Oh wow, that's sexy. Chew it up.
Got the mint in there with the sauce and the rice is pretty delicious. This is a winner. I like this one.
Is it just rice and cucumber and mint?
You're the most annoying taste test subject ever.
This isn't just a how to make them, it's a how to taste them as well. And just
you
sit
want to
here
know
and...
what they taste like.
Nah, I think that we all have a pretty good idea. Why would we make these?
Because they're pretty and you do it for the gram.
Surprised? All right. That was the thumbnail portion of the video.
For our third and final segment of the day, we'll be tackling a subject that not many people like to talk about, spring cleaning. First thing that really needs to be cleaned is the microwave. I am way too short to clean this thing, and it's usually Rob's job, so you can imagine how disgusting it is on the inside. According to this pin, all I need is white distilled vinegar, some water, lemon juice, and a rag to make this look brand new again. Now I just have to put this in here for 5 minutes. Whew, pretty fumey in here. Now the whole house smells like vinegar. All right, be careful taking this thing out because it's gonna be hot. And here goes nothing. Yeah, this kind of worked on the door here a little bit, but on these other areas, not so much. Maybe the solution is to put our solution in here one more time. Hopefully we have a better outcome this time. Doesn't clean off of anything. No. Yeah, I knew this was too good to be true. Another hard to clean space for me is the blinds. I usually try to turn a blind eye to them, but not today because we have this amazing cleaning hack. I mean, come on. All you need to do this are some of these microfiber rags, some rubber bands, and some tongs. And then you just simply wrap the rags around the tongs, secure them with your rubber bands, and you're ready to talk in tongs. Okay, I think it's probably easier just to use your f***ing hand and a rag to do this. If you want some more spring cleaning content, I just posted a video on my personal channel where I spring clean the cats. Yeah, very exciting stuff. Well, that just about does it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the behind the scenes of this video by clicking that join button. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.